Okay, welcome to Zimpreneurs. My name is Derek Tafuma, and I'm part of the team which is making videos for Zimpreneurs and also blogging on the Zimpreneurs website, www.zimpreneurs.com. So basically, today I want to talk about setting SMART goals. Okay. So SMART is an acronym, and I'm going to go through each of what the acronym means. So S is for specific, M is for measurable, A is for attainable, R is for relevant, and T is for time-based. So setting SMART goals to achieve success in life. Okay, so it's not just setting the SMART goals that's going to achieve your success, it's also the implementation of those goals, it's the execution of the goals which is going to achieve success. In fact, anyone who can execute just one thing can probably do more than a person who spends their life setting SMART goals and doing nothing about them. So just setting the SMART goals is a big start, but it's not the end all of achieving success in life. So try to imagine a ship on the high seas. This is from a blog post that I wrote, so I'm just going through it, and as I go through it, I'll add a lot of other stuff as I go through the blog post. So try to imagine a ship on the high seas. The vessel is equipped with the most recent instruments as well as devices. All the sailors as well as officials are properly trained. The fuel tanks are also full. The machinery is in perfect order. Everything is fit and fine. However, even though the ship has started sailing, the commander is not sure about the desired destination, so he doesn't know where he's going. Not sure. These days, many individuals live just like this vessel, so we are surrounded with everything that we need to succeed. Okay, but we don't have a plan. They are healthy as well as properly educated, but they have no set goals in their life. They continue to alter the direction at every single opportunity, and you have to wonder why sometimes you are changing direction. Sometimes you are changing direction because you are in a situation where other people have made you change direction, so you are falling into the trap of following other people's dreams, which is why I think people are always changing their minds, and they start one thing and stop and start another thing. Now the question arises regarding what exactly are goals and how they can help us in life. But again, I'm going to reiterate that it is not just the goal which is going to help you succeed, but at least it gives you clarity as to exactly what you're supposed to be doing in the midst of all the luxuries that are surrounding us these days and all the opportunities which most people still don't see that they are opportunities. For example, this YouTube platform is an opportunity for a lot of people, but they don't see it. They think that is meant for some other people. So the procedure of SMART goals, an acronym for the 5 steps of specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, as well as time-based goals, is amongst the most efficient tools utilized by the successful individuals to reach their objectives, both realistically as well as consistently. So irrespective of whether you're a small business owner or someone who just wants to slim down, comprehending how to set these SMART goals will make the difference between achievement and failure. Okay? But again, I want to reiterate that after having set them up, you then need to execute. If you don't execute, you're just the same as someone who has not set any goals at all. So be specific. So what does being specific mean? It means you make your objective well defined as well as focused. There is a greater possibility for a specific goal to be achieved as compared to a general goal. So instead of saying I want to lose weight, okay, if that is not specific. If you say I want to lose 3 kgs, that is more specific. Okay, so your goal is more specific when you know exactly how much you want to lose. So while setting your goals, ensure that you answer the 6 W questions: what, who, when, where, which, and why. To try to ask queries such as: who is exactly involved? What I actually desire to accomplish? Where is this going to happen? Identify a location. When is this going to happen? Set up a time frame. Which restraints and requirements are going to be part of the procedure? Identify them. Why am I establishing this goal? And note down the particular reasons as well as advantages of attaining the goal. Comprehend the distinction between a vague goal and a specific goal. So for instance, there is a major difference between stating I want to lose 20 pounds and I want to slim down. The person who says they want to lose 20 pounds is more specific. So while you establish a particular goal to lose 20 pounds, you are able to measure your progress from the very beginning. This will inspire you to continue pushing hard. So you are able to, if you've set out to lose 20 pounds, by the time you lose 15 pounds, you know that you've only got 5 to go. So that could act as a motivating factor. Number 2, possess a concrete set of requirements for measuring improvement. So have a yardstick for calculating results. Comprehend that a particular goal without a measurable result, okay, if you can't measure it, it's just like a competition without a scoreboard. It is prudent to put definite numbers in your goal to understand whether you are on track or you are falling behind. So if you set out to lose 20 pounds and then you gain 5 pounds, it means you're moving in the opposite direction. So that could help you to re-strategize. Okay, so ask queries such as concerning measurement: how many, how much, how shall I understand when it's accomplished? In other words, how will you know when you've achieved your goal? What exactly is on the finish line? Okay, a 100-meter sprinter knows when to stop. When they reach that line, they know that they have finished the race. Okay, if you don't have that finish line, you could run for a very long time. Okay, so you need to know when to stop. You need to have an idea of what it means for you to stop. So set a reminder in order to measure and track your improvement. Maintain a journal or make use of your smartphone for downloading a tracking application. When these are all concrete ways to enable you to track your improvement. Okay, then make the goal attainable. Set up some realistic goals depending on the existing restrictions like your workload, routine, as well as knowledge. Do you think you'll be able to accomplish the objective set by you? In case you cannot, then set another goal which will be attainable for you at present. Okay, you might be too ambitious to start with. You might come up with a goal which you cannot achieve or which you cannot attain. When you realize that is the case because you keep postponing doing some things, then it's time to look at your goal and maybe reduce the expectations a little bit. Okay, ask yourself these questions: are you ready to make the commitment to reach your objective? Do you want to alter or tweak the aspects in your life? Do you have a more attainable target in front of you? So make the goal relevant. Okay, that's number 4. Make the goal relevant. Try to make the objective relevant to the reality of your life. For example, in case a weight loss friend believes that your objective ought to be complete in a dancing competition, or to be compete in a dancing competition, however, you suffer from stage fright, select another goal. Set goals which are practical. In case you are 50 pounds overweight and have not exercised for a decade, it will be unrealistic an objective to run in a competition with just a couple of months of training. Therefore, it is important to set a goal that has realistic possibility of achieving. Otherwise, if you don't achieve an unrealistic goal, it's going to make you feel like you have failed. But the truth is that you have failed to plan, you have failed to set a goal. And so when you fail, it is the goal that has failed you, because maybe you've set your heights too high. It's like a high school student who want to make a rocket to fly to Mars, okay, while they are still in high school. That could be a very unrealistic goal, okay. So the last one is to ground the goal in a particular time frame. So SMART goals ought to be time bound, which means that they must have a deadline. As a matter of fact, establishing a deadline will reinforce in your mind the seriousness of the goal. It will encourage you to take the required action. Have a sense of impulsiveness. In case you'd like to raise the credit score to something like 720, then you would want to raise it. Someday it will not simply work. Okay, so however, in case it is anchored with a specific time frame, then it will be much more feasible to attain the goal in time. Ask yourself the following questions. What should I perform today to attain my goal? Okay, what should I do in 2 weeks from now to reach my goal? What should I do in 2 months from now to accomplish my goal? So if you set a goal and that goal does not involve you doing something immediately, then you need to look at that goal again. Okay, otherwise you're just going to procrastinate and never get anything done. So when you set a goal, it has to be something which is actionable. If you cannot act on it straight away, there has to be something small that you can do towards the accomplishment of that goal. When that happens, then that goal is in motion. The goal has to be such that there is something that you are doing on a daily basis towards the attainment of that goal. Okay, not something that you're going to do every 2 months or every 2 years. No, that's not a goal. Thank you for listening. Derek Tafuma from Zimpreneurs Television. I was talking about SMART goals today, and I'll be talking about other topics as time goes on. Please, if you want specific topics to be discussed, we will research them and we will make the videos on Zimpreneurs TV. Thank you for watching. The website is www.zimpreneurs.com.